Ugh, all right. Let's cut the signal for a second and talk for real. This place, it was supposed to be the dream. It wasn't perfect, but it was the want. It was the place you risked everything to get to. We were built on want and fear, yeah, but the want used to be for something real. A fair shot, a safe place to call home.
And look at us now. We're living in the safest, most comfortable cage in all of human history. And we spend all our time getting into screaming matches about the brand name on the lock. We've gotten soft. We've gotten sick. Our biggest survival instinct now is just finding a phone charger.
I mean, the slide says it all, doesn't it? They're not leaders. They're fight promoters. They sell us a war so we get to feel like heroes for a little while, and we buy it every single time. It's so much easier than admitting the real monster isn't some shadow overseas. It's always been in the counting house. It's always been about the money and the power.
The whole world is on fire, and we're just live streaming our own funeral from the balcony seats, complaining about the bad camera angle. The American dream isn't dead. We just traded it in for a participation trophy and a lifetime subscription to anxiety. It's time to wake up. Okay, so let's really get into it. That feeling of decay, it's not an accident. It's the result of a script, a bipartisan playbook that's been running for way longer than any of us have been alive. So forget red versus blue for a minute. This is about the game itself and the rules that never ever change, no matter who's wearing the jersey. The methods are identical, and it is way past time we looked at the receipts.
So let's run the tape. This isn't theory, it's not my opinion. This is just the declassified, documented history that, for some reason, never makes it into the textbooks.
Let's start in 1953, Iran. They elect a leader who wants to control their own oil. The CIA overthrows him, installs a dictator, and the blowback from that creates the very enemy we're supposedly fighting today. 1 year later, 1954, Guatemala. A democracy there passes land reform that, oh no, it hurts one American fruit company. So the CIA overthrows them too. The result? A 36-year civil war that killed 200,000 people. Then you've got 1964 Vietnam, the Gulf of Tonkin incident. The whole justification for escalating that war, it was completely fabricated. The Johnson administration knew it was a lie, and 58,000 Americans died for it. Jump to 1973, Chile. The people there democratically elect a socialist. The U.S. helps install the dictator Pinochet. His death squads literally murdered thousands of people in stadiums, and we gave them the thumbs up.
The 1980s, Iran-Contra. Get this. The Reagan administration illegally sells weapons to our enemy, Iran, to secretly fund terrorists in Nicaragua. At the exact same time, their allies are trafficking cocaine into American cities. So the playbook fueled a war overseas and a drug crisis at home.
1990, the first Gulf War. To sell the war, a PR firm hires the Kuwaiti ambassador's daughter to give fake testimony to Congress, crying about soldiers killing babies in incubators. It was a complete and total lie, and it worked perfectly. And then, of course, 2003, Iraq, weapons of mass destruction. A global lie. Our own intelligence agencies knew the info was garbage. A war of choice that cost trillions of dollars and well over 1 million lives. And if you're sitting there thinking, well, the playbook has changed, just look at Yemen. The Obama administration started our support for that war. The Trump administration doubled down and even vetoed a bill to stop it. And the Biden administration announced an end to offensive support, but just kept selling them the weapons. Democrat, Republican, Democrat. The policy rolls on, and so does the world's worst humanitarian crisis. It happens right here at home, too. Those COVID relief programs, they were rolled out under one administration with basically zero oversight, which led to just massive, immediate fraud. Then, under the next administration, the fraud just kept going, becoming the single largest theft of government money in American history. A total bipartisan failure, from start to finish. So this really is the crucial question, isn't it? If the playbook is exactly the same no matter who's in charge, then what choice are you really making? Because here's the only real difference I can see. One side performs goodness. They tap into your hope. They pretend the whole system is totally redeemable if you just vote for them one more time. The other side, they perform brutality. They tap into your anger, telling you the system is corrupt, so you might as well let them rob it blind out in the open. One promises to lie to you politely. The other promises to tell you the truth about how awful he is while lying about everything else. But the machine's output, it is always the same. Your hopes and your fears, they get fed into the machine, then they get packaged up and sold right back to you. Your money? It just vanishes into some bloated contracts, and your trust in the whole system? It's shattered. So, the next time you walk into that booth, ask yourself this question. Are you really choosing a savior? Or are you just choosing a manager for the decline? Someone to make the decay feel a little more comfortable on the way down. Just remember, the playbook is bipartisan. The profit is bipartisan, and the price, well, that's paid by you. Stop picking a side in the WWE match. It's time to start asking who owns the arena.